Welcome to East Hills Instruments. We are one of the last and only family-owned and operated businesses to both manufacture and distribute high-end test equipment throughout the world. I know, you're sitting in front of your computer wondering why you should go with the Winchester Engineering Model 1 auto-ranging digital gauge. I mean, after all, there are a lot of gauges on the market, and I mean a lot. Here's what separates us from everyone else. It's the only gauge to offer you the ability to span a very wide range while maintaining a high level of accuracy. So you're capable of going from absolute vacuum all the way up to and including 3,000 pounds at 0.1% of a reading throughout the entire span. How do we do it? Good question. Well, other gauge manufacturers have addressed this problem by offering instruments with two ports, low and high, or they ask you that question, where you're working. And the reason why they want to know where you're working is they want to know what sensor they should install in your gauge in order to focus in on the area that you're looking to work in. What we've come up with is a valve. This valve we've designed, manufactured, and patented, and it's capable of spanning from absolute vacuum to 3,000 pounds with two piezo-resistant sensors. There's a low and a high. The way it works is the low sensor receives the pressure as well as the high. Electronically, it will at 36 psi say stop reading the low sensor, only read the high sensor. Now, at anywhere between 75 to 100 psi, a spring-loaded mechanical door will shut, protecting the low sensor from continuing to receive high pressure, while the high sensor not only receives the pressure, but it also will do the readings. To give you a further demonstration of it, I have the valve in clear lucite. Now, on your left side is for demonstration purposes, would be the low sensor. On your right side would be the high sensor. In the middle would be the valve. At a 90 psi, the spring-loaded door will shut, protecting the low sensor from continuing to receive pressure. While on this side, you'll see it continues to receive the pressure. Now, to reset the valve requires no human interaction or human error. You simply bleed off the instrument, and if you pay close attention, you'll see that the valve will automatically reset time and time again. Now, the Winchester has a few other unusual features to it that no other gauge offers, besides the ability to auto-range. You could simply twist it on and off and not have to worry about breaking the cold welds. The reason being is the valve is one solid stainless steel piece. There are no cold welds to break. Therefore, you no longer need to carry a wrench or a tool out into the field. Also, the Winchester gauge, the first thread is tapered in, so if it's dropped on the floor, it won't get mashed, bent, or split. It's an alphanumeric display. It's vibrant in color, easy to see. The darker it is, the brighter it becomes. If you order it in a kit version, it does come with a spring-loaded versatile hook. So as long as there's a pipe with an outer diameter of 3 inches or less, or a metal edge or a lip, you can keep your instrument suspended in the air and freestanding versus constantly carrying it around. Now, take a moment and think about it. You're buying a gauge for the same price as the competitors, but you only need to buy one of them instead of 3, 4, even up to 7 gauges. Not only do you save money by eliminating all those gauges and inventorying all those gauges, but annually, when you send them to be calibrated, you only have to calibrate one gauge versus multiple gauges per technician. The cost savings of this not only immediately kicks in from the first time you purchase it, but for years to come. This gauge, like the pumps, the Magnum Pro pumps that we manufacture as well, have both earned a relatively unusual and somewhat of a nasty reputation for being virtually indestructible. In fact, you could use this gauge as a hockey puck on the off-season. That's how durable it is. You don't believe me? Well, we offer a 30-day risk-free trial. What does that mean? Try out the gauge. If it doesn't do everything I said it does, and then some, simply put it in the box. No questions asked. As long as we get it back, you will not be charged for it. Your charge is reversed. We don't know you, and you don't know us. Go a little further, still a little skeptic? Well, we guarantee this under our 2-year quibble-free warranty. What does that mean? For 2 years, no matter what you do to this gauge, drop it 50 floors down onto concrete, submerge it in a liquid, leave it out and a truck rolls over it. We will repair it or replace it, no questions asked, for 2 years. Typical turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, depending on when we receive it. Do yourself a favor. Click the Buy Now button, try one out, see what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for the opportunity.